What is up, podcast? Welcome back to another episode of Paradise on Fire. Another episode where we don't know what we're talking about. So we're hopping into a Q&A, asking you guys for the topics, asking for questions, because like I said, we have no idea what the fuck to talk about. So as per usual, we'll start off with our peach and our pit of the week. So Melissa, you can start this one since you're fresh out of the house.
Yeah, I was going to say that my peach is leaving quarantine, but it's actually not. I've been on quarantine for like 14 days from after coming back from Tampa with Ian. And honestly, it was so nice. And I'm having a little bit of anxiety leaving it. But my peach is probably working on all the challenge stuff over the last 2 weeks because it's been like so fun. And to have that much time to invest in like something that you really care about, it's very, I don't know, it's very fulfilling. Like I'm not used to that.
Like compared to your normal job.
Yeah, so I have a 9 to 5 working at a pharmacy, which is not like, it doesn't drive me, you know what I mean? I like my job and I obviously work hard, but it's not something that like I get excited about. I don't get excited to go to work. In the last 2 weeks, I feel like I've been waking up and like 12 hours straight on the computer, just like so like into it. You don't even like think about it. You just do it because you want to and you like to. So it's been very, I don't know, it's been so nice. And like everything else has been like firing too, like to like think about other business ideas with Ian and to like do like t-shirt designs for the Olympia. And like I've been like kind of managing all that stuff for him. And it's just been like really nice. Even like cooking for him all day. Like, I'm just like thankful to get to do shit like that. You know what I mean? And my pit is definitely the anxiety that I'm feeling to go back to work. Cause like, I don't have anxiety to go to work because my job is not like I work with nice people and all that kind of stuff. But like, I'm scared that I'm going to lose this like
Drive.
Momentum and drive and this like feeling. And I'm really.
Well, just right now, tell yourself if like acknowledge that feeling.
Yeah.
And then when you're going back into work, if you start feeling that at all, if like tell Ian to keep on your ass. I mean, like if all of a sudden you're like, oh, like I'm sorry, I can't, I'm busy, I'm tired because of work, this, that, and like all that stuff that you're excited about starts to slack off a bit, make your decision what the fuck you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Leave your job and dive in, or don't.
Have you felt like the gym and like you're back at the gym now, right?
Yeah, it's not just like working too. It's like it's everything. Like before, if Ian wanted to train at, I don't know, 6 o'clock, I'd be like, no, it's too late. I'm too tired. But like, I can go to the gym right now at 8 o'clock. I still have energy. Or like, sorry, this might be too MI, but like if Ian wants to like get a little freaky, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, I have to wake up at 5 a.m. I have to go to work. And now you're just in a position to be like, fuck yeah, all the time. And it's very, I mean, everything is just flowing better. And I'm so scared that it's gonna, like, it's gonna stop. Which, like, to be honest, like, it probably is. And it
doesn't have to, though.
No. And I don't, it's weird because I got this job about almost to the day a year ago. And I was looking for a part-time job. And this ended up being a full-time job. And it was close to home, like it was a good fit and the timing was right because I'm trying to pay off my student loans from my degree, but like I'm still trying to pay off my student loans, but now the timing doesn't feel right. It's like I don't want something like this that's so temporary to impede something that I want to be permanent. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Have you thought about doing like, I mean, you're doing the coaching now with the transformation. Would you want to like continue with that going forward?
I mean, if I were to like hustle and like take on like maybe 10 like monthly clients, that would supplement my income probably. Like my income at the pharmacy is literally nothing when you actually think about it. It's like in the whole scheme of life, it doesn't pay our bills. It doesn't do anything. It's literally just going towards my student debt. But like until that's gone, I feel very guilty not having like secured income.
It's not like even now you're thinking if you don't go back to work, you're going to be sitting at home doing nothing.
Oh no, absolutely not. But when I feel like there will be a transition period where I'm not getting like a paycheck every 2 weeks. It's scary.
I don't know if there will be though. I think you're scared, but I don't think that's even true. Especially after this challenge, I think you can easily retain 10 people. And if you announced that you wanted to do that, which you never really have, I think you'd have more than 10 flowing in.
I know.
And I think
Are
that's
you
that
are you enjoying just like the back and forth with like the clients and stuff? Like, is that what you're?
I'm loving it. And I think I'm loving it because I actually have time to do it properly. You know what I mean? I'm like proud of what I'm creating right now. Like I'm making plans and I'm making them custom and I'm like learning about these different people and there's time to actually do it properly. And I'm like, wow, this is actually like, I'm enjoying it a lot. And Ian's saying the same thing. Ian's like, just fucking quit. He's like, just quit. There's also guilt, like leaving a job when like, you know that the team will suffer, but like, Ian's also looking at me like, this is our life. This is us. Like
he's like, I'm suffering.
I mean, like my thing, like always with that is at the same time, like in most jobs, they're just gonna like replace you in 2 seconds. So yeah, it might hurt them then, but in reality, they don't really care about you, you know, and what you're doing with your life.
You said that, or someone recently was like, check your ego.
It was me.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah.
Like, do you think the job needs you so bad they can't survive without you?
Yeah, when I left Lululemon, I demoted myself.
Oh, someone told you that. Yeah.
My regional manager, who is like an amazing like life coach, like ridiculous. I was like talking to her and I was like, I feel so guilty. And she was like, you need to check your ego because Lululemon survived before you and they will survive after you. Like do what you need to do, pursue your dreams, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I know these things, but like, it's different. Like it's harder to coach yourself through decisions like this than like others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you like it just from the fact that like you're smiling about it while talking about it.
I know, I can't even control my face.
This is more lively than you've been in a long time.
Yeah.
I've like it's very strange, like the energy that I felt over the last like 3 weeks. It's like, I don't know, it's a very different like feeling.
I feel like you just said do what I do, and a lot of people do what stops them from continuing to do what they want, and they have something so good and then they start to think, oh well, this has to end.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I have to go back, this has to end. Of course, you literally think you just said, of course it's going to come to an end eventually.
Yeah.
But the only reason it will ever have to come to an end eventually is because you just told yourself it will.
Yeah.
Whereas people are like, oh, like I have to go back to the job and do that even though I'm doing this really good and I love this. Like you don't.
Yeah.
But you're scared to. Which you evolve. Like I understand some people, but like you were already successful in 2 weeks of trying.
I had this
2 weeks of trying.
I had this conversation with you in my head this morning.
Did I say exactly that?
I was like, he's gonna look at me and be like, what would you tell me to do? So why aren't you doing, you know what I mean? Like but like, listen, I sent an email 2 days ago to my job and it was pretty cut and dry. I'm still waiting to hear back, so we'll see. Sorry if anyone that I work with watches this.
Hopefully they read the email before they watch the.
No, they already read the email, but like they probably don't even know this exists, so that's fine.
That's true. By the way, I quit work.
Oh my god. Okay, but that's what I'm dealing with, and I think that's all I have for now. But I'm sure next week there will be a different update on my life.
Fair enough.
How's the transformation for you, Chris?
It's been good. It's been busy. You know, it's a lot, but
it's so much. How much time does this take?
It's a lot, but I have all the time in the world, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
So do it. So it's been good. It's like you said, it's interesting getting to so many people's perspectives and hearing different things, and me understanding a lot about myself in the past year. It's kind of like it's not always just following the diet plan, which just makes it work. And a lot of these transformation clients are more lifestyle, so it's not just like here's your 6 meals, eat it. People are like, I can't eat 5 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need a shake and like 2 or 3 meals, and it's kind of like adjusting for that, but also being like it is a transformation. Is got to push a little bit more than just like casual stuff. So kind of get your shit together, but it's good. You know, I always say we have the easy part, making the plan. It's up to everyone else who has to actually put in the work and fucking diet and train. So
yeah. What's your peach and pit of the week?
My combo maybe is prep.
Oh yeah, you started prep.
That's how you started.
Yeah. I did a full day of eating, and then right after that, Ian was like, "All right, fucking prep." And I was like, "Okay." Like,
He
but
saw
I'm
how much
actually-
you're eating.
yeah, he's like, no, he probably called me skinny actually. But I was like, I hated food at the end of it. I felt like Ian. I was up till 12:30 at night, like putting oatmeal in my mouth, like.
Have you ever felt like that before?
I always do like for a little bit, but this is probably the longest I felt like that. And then I was so excited to start prep. I still am very like loving it, and I already feel better. My digestion's been better. I'll get into a lot and maybe with Ian on about my diet because he did a lot of different stuff this year, and it's already feels better in my body. But that was like my peak, was they fired up, excited for that, eating less food. And the pit was that I was already hungry after day 3. Like I was hated food. 2 days of the diet later, I was eating my pre-workout, and I'm like, that was enough. Okay, I need a pump. I started looking through my cupboards. I'm like, wait, I can't just eat a muffin now or whatever. I like came back, finished my post-workout meal, was just starving. I was like, fuck, here we go. But
I thought you're doing
full right now, so that'll subside after a few weeks.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks you always feel so hungry, and changing the habits is like really hard.
Yeah,
like,
knowing you can't just always snack.
Yeah, or like that, just because you're still hungry doesn't mean the meal isn't over.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The worst for me, and I know I'm not alone for this, for like bodybuilders, it's like fucking chest day. I need a pump. All right, I need fucking 500 grams of carbs pre-workout. Like I have my meal. I'm like, no, I need like some salt, some sodium, a muffin, this, that, some carb powder. Like I don't have enough carbs, but like my body can't use that much shit. But like mentally, I think I need that crazy pump.
Yeah.
So I eat like that. So right now I'm still in that mood where I'm like, I don't eat enough. I'm not gonna get a pump today. Like, eating like 4,000 calories. Crazy.
Did you start doing cardio? I saw that, right?
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's like 20 minutes twice a day, really.
Yeah.
He has me doing stairs after leg day.
Yeah.
Just because he does that.
He doesn't do it anymore.
He doesn't do it anymore?
Nope.
Bastard.
He hasn't done it for months, actually.
I have to fucking train legs and do 15 minutes of stairs.
He only did that at the beginning.
What? He said it was better for his separation, he said.
Yeah, but I think once he got the separation, he was like,
no, yeah, it said, yeah, then it was there.
Like, not doing it anymore. But
yeah.
It's interesting because like I've never seen Ian like write a plan for Christopher specifically and be like so excited. You know what I mean? Like Ian,
this was the most intense, intuitive plan I've ever had.
He looked at me the other day and he was like, we're gonna fuck shit up and we're gonna have him look so different this year. He's like, I'm really fucking excited about this. And I was like, oh my God, I've never heard you say that before about Christopher. Like, you know what I mean? He's normally casual. Like Christopher always looks good. You don't have to like do that much for him. But this time he was just like he's gonna look so different. Like it's just like,
I feel like it's partly because of how he feels so excited, but like both of us realized like I won last year, but we both realized I could have looked way better.
Yeah.
And like because of that, I've been super motivated and like fired up. He probably sees me fired up and he's like, oh, if he's feeling like this, with my help, it'll be fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, just like feeding off of each other.
Because like to hear everyone be like, wow, you look so good, you won the Olympic, congrats, and to feel inside you could have done better.
There was more to show.
That's what's motivating me. Kind of.
Yeah, probably him too.
You got to win by more than 1 point this year.
Yeah, it's got to be a clean sweep this year.
Yeah.
Sweep across the board. All right, what's yours, Matt?
Start with my pit this week. My laptop is just completely messed up, and all my life is on there. So no, so I'm basically like looking at you guys with the top third left hand on my screen, and the rest of it's just like flashing at me. So everything's on here. I didn't back anything up previously, so anybody, Chris, please back it up.
Oh shit! You guys see that? No, I'm trying. No. If you're on YouTube,
there you go.
This is what Matt's screen looks like.
It's gotten worse every single day. So
just fucking me and Matt have a lot of projects and stuff going on. Matt's got a lot of files and a lot of work that you were obviously terrified disappeared, but you still have it at least, right?
Yeah. Luckily, I'm able to see like that top left-hand screen, so I was able to somehow just like manually move it over because I tried using the time machine on the Mac and it wouldn't open, so I had to somehow manually get all over. But luckily, I got that, and hopefully, I have the new one on its way, so we should be good.
That always work with the hard drive plugged in, so it's constant.
Oh yeah, but I thought like when it first happened and I opened my laptop, I thought my life was over. I like texted him. I was like, I'm gonna just jump off a bridge.
I was like, fuck. I was like, just buy a new laptop, put it on the card. I was hoping you could go pick it up at the store, but I forgot.
That's what I was hoping too. But yeah, I said it's like a 2-week back order. But oh well, it's luckily there's worse things. But in the moment, my life was over.
Yeah, that's stressful.
Now at least go buy a $40 monitor instead of
No, I know. I said I gotta at least get a monitor for now.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. But I'd say my peach this week is I get to dog sit. So I get to take the dog for walks, get some puppuccinos at Starbucks. I'm so excited.
Who's dog? Or who's the dog?
It's just my one friend. My one friend's dog. I've posted him a couple times. He's like that pit mix or whatever.
Oh.
So they live like closer down by the shore, so I can go like walk him on the boardwalk and shit like that.
Oh,
and
that's fun.
that's nice.
Is
Yeah.
he staying with you, or are you going to?
I'm just gonna go there because it's easier.
Yeah.
So he has like a backyard and stuff there and whatever. So I'll just go there and hang out, and it's down by the shore anyway. So it's like local summer down there right now. So there's no one really by the beach. So if it's nice out, I can go hang out on the beach or whatever, do work over there, and kind of have a little bit better of a time. And there's a better gym over there, so I'd rather do that.
Vacation for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A nice little long weekend.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is it a long weekend in the US?
Huh?
Is it a long weekend in the US, or you just mean for you?
Well, for me, no, because it's like I'm gonna go down there like probably Thursday night and stay there till Sunday.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's different.
Huge party at the house.
Yeah. I'm sure they would actually like encourage it, but I'm not.
Oh.
But it's like I'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
Sleep and cuddle the dog.
That's what I'd rather do. 100%.
All right, so into the questions then.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll do rounds, I guess. Pick your favorite questions and then fire them out until we get along. If you
Till
guys
we get along?
Till we get going? I don't know. Melissa has fucking 100 saved.
I do not.
Holy shit, I have like 5.
I don't have 500. I feel like some are short though. Okay, someone asked this and I read it out loud yesterday and Ian was like, what the fuck? That's so broad. Like, how do you answer that? It says, what is your happiest memory?
Someone asked me that too. I think I saved it.
Is it the same person? It's the same person.
Oh my god, Oli Sydenham.
Oil.
Ollie.
Oh, Ollie Sydenham. Good. We both picked your question. What's your happiest memory? Do you know?
I didn't when I geez, I can't even talk. When one thing popped into my mind and then I started thinking on it, I don't know if it is. And I hate picking my favorite of anything.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that bullshit.
You can't like commit, yeah.
But what always comes to my mind is coming second place at the Olympia in 2018.
In 2018?
Yeah.
Your second time doing it?
Yeah.
Coming second.
Yeah.
That's your favorite memory.
I feel like it was one of my happiest. I feel like winning was our favorite, but I almost felt happier in 2018.
Is that because of like the relief?
The relief, how sick I was, how scared I was. That was just fucking most stressful time of my entire life.
Yeah.
And it was like just done. And it's like in an instant, it was just like stress gone.
Yeah.
And it was just like pure joy, happiness after that. Just like relief that I didn't die, that I could compete, that I didn't
that you came second,
shit the bed,
that you didn't regress in your placing.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was probably when I look back the happiest. And afterwards, I was just on fucking cloud 9 for months afterwards.
Yeah. I was on cloud 9 after that year too.
That was your,
Yeah.
2018 on tattooed on her finger.
Well, my happiest memory is getting married for sure. It's my wedding. And like, I don't know, like he said, like, how do you pick this? Because like some memories that are like more recent you're going to have more emotion attached to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also was pretty fucking happy when Ian proposed to me too. I almost was happier because like that was like a surprise feeling.
Yeah,
you know? That was like I didn't expect it, and I was like.
And then you're waiting for the wedding.
And then the wedding's coming, but the day of my wedding was just so happy. Like everyone was so like lovey, and there was so much feelings, and it was just like so happy, you know?
Yeah. I mean.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
I mean, like I'd say my most happy was probably like my most stressful was when I quit MHP, because that was just like a steady income that I had, but at the same time you're like going forward with like trying to do exactly what you want to do and kind of growing from there. So I think that was the most stressful, probably the most happiest knowing of what could be, you know.
So you're telling me I should quit my job?
Yeah, look
Quit your
at
job. Yeah, that's literally what I'm saying. Quit your job.
he was working for a supplement company, thought it's what he wanted to do. It's in the realm, it's in the right industry, and was just like, fuck it, see you later.
Yeah.
I honestly, I have a lot of respect for you. I have a lot of respect for anyone who does that because, like,
Oh, I was so scared. And Chris was there that week. So it would just made it like 10 times worse to be like, I'm just going to quit. So
yeah, but sometimes you need someone there to be like, just fucking do it,
Yeah.
you know? Like, just do
no,
it.
Chris was like, please don't do it today.
I was like, wait, because I was sponsored by them
Oh,
and staying
yeah.
with Matt, and then Matt would like drive me into fucking MH headquarters, and
Because I was surprised. I thought they were gonna be like, "Yo, leave right now." I didn't think they were gonna say, because I gave 2 weeks. I thought they were just gonna tell me like, "Get out of the office."
Yeah, but no one would ever do that.
they would.
That's not
They would 100%.
smart to their business, though.
They
didn't care.
Oh, it's ego.
Yeah, it's ego. So I thought they were gonna literally say like, "Yo, get the fuck out!" Like, don't even like literally go grab what's on your chair and like leave.
I
But
don't
luckily
think
they didn't.
I don't think my work would be like that, but I feel like for me to work 2 weeks with my coworkers after like dropping that bomb would be
it's like-
extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like mine wasn't too bad because like they still then made me go to like the Pittsburgh Pro is like this like my second week of my 2 weeks,
yeah.
and my last thing was literally like I left that following Wednesday to go to Pittsburgh, and then I never went back. So it wasn't like I even had like a last day.
That's pretty chill though. Like,
Yeah, no, so it wasn't bad. So that was the last show I did, and then I was done.
well, and look at you now,
Yeah,
right?
enjoying it all.
Yeah.
Just stressing about your laptop break.
Yeah, just stressing about everything else.
I mean, I feel like that's like every entrepreneur's like nightmare though.
No, but like I'd rather stress about that kind of stuff than stress about like somebody else's business. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know, it's almost like when you're stressed out about things that you have 100% control over and you reap 100% of the benefits.
Yep.
That stress just feels like not heavy. It just feels like it's there for a reason and that you're going to use it to do your job properly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just more motivating to know like I'm in control of like the money I make, the happiness, everything else. Like you're not gonna like, and at the same time, who I'm working, like me and Chris, like we discuss things. When it was there, it was like a dictatorship. Like I could come in with like all these different plans that I worked hours on, and then they'd get one look at it and they'd be like, we're just going to continue what we were doing before. And you're like, well, I just wasted all this time doing nothing.
Yeah, and you want to be an innovator, you know what I mean? You're like, I have these thoughts in my brain that can make things work better, and I can't even...
No one listens.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah. So quit your job.
No. Okay, your turn.
All right, mine just really simple, fun one. This is just for information to give out, but it's top 3 songs to get pumped up for a set. So I say we each should pick one.
I was gonna say, did you have time to like pick your songs?
No, we just pick one song right now that you would love to train to. Mine is Deep End Freestyle by Sleepy Hollow.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like
Deep End?
Deep End Freestyle.
Oh.
It's like UK rap kind of. Like
okay,
UK,
why
like,
is UK? It's
like
not.
the Mandem.
Isn't it called grime? Not hip hop.
It's grime. Yeah.
My favorite Peloton instructor is from the UK, and she listens to
so badass
to hip hop, but she says it's not called hip hop in the
grime.
It's grime. And oh my god, the music is just like
so heavy.
Holy shit!
They just sound like scary. And
they also use the word heavy so much. It's very good music. I can't pick a song right now.
You can't pick one.
Maybe Barbie Tings. Barbie Tings by Nicki Minaj. Honestly, any ratchet anthem sung, like rapped by a sexual woman, like give it to
Megan.
Me. Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Give me all of it.
That's tough. I'd say like right now the go-to one I would be is probably like Reckless Yellow Claw. I don't know why. It just like for some reason gets me pumped up.
That's a picture that you have.
Yeah. Just like the side boob.
Yeah.
That's hip hop?
EDM.
It's
EDM.
EDM, yeah.
Yellow Claw's a DJ.
For some reason, I thought you would listen to like
rock.
Yeah, like what's that shit?
I do heavy metal.
Yeah, heavy metal. What's the band
Yeah.
that he posed to? Like Godsmack or
Oh,
something.
God, it was Godsmack.
I know. Yeah. I listen to. I've seen them in concert actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I like the softer ones like Rise Against. I listen to them a lot.
I don't know what that is. I listen to Blink.
I'm also like someone who gets like very moody with music to the point where like sometimes I'll just like if I forget my headphones, it's not the end of the world for me. I can live without them.
I haven't trained with music in a long time.
Neither have I actually.
Yeah.
But I've been working out with Ian. I feel like it's kind of rude to like have headphones when you're training.
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would you
If there's someone who actually like vocal
talks
like
to you?
pushes you want to hear
exactly.
it.
You want to hear. Okay, well,
And the
there's
gym I've been going to.
Hey?
I said the gym I've been going to has like club surround sound system. So you're just like, who cares?
I've been going to fucking the hotel gym, Mavati. Just
this is
no music.
Oh yeah.
the only reason that I want to open a gym. Ian would be so he could do equipment selection properly. For me, I would just want to be able to control the outer music coming out. You know what I mean? Because like, how much better is working out in a gym when like the music is good and loud, not coming from headphones, but coming from
So much better.
speakers.
Yeah. Fucking West Coast Iron.
Yes.
Oh, Ron Partlow. Shout out to
Oh
Ron.
yeah. All
His
your
playlist.
YouTube videos.
So,
Yeah, if you watch my recent YouTube videos training there,
I can hear them. Yeah.
so good.
so balanced. It's so good.
Yeah, like Good Charlotte comes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the good nostalgic ones though too that you can kind of just like, I don't know, it gets you in a good mood. It
Yeah,
does.
everyone, yeah, for sure. Okay, Matt,
Right.
do you have one?
Yeah. What's something you've dreamed of doing that you haven't done yet?
Dream of doing?
Yeah. That you haven't done yet.
Oh my god.
Tough one.
Oh.
You
I'd
have
say like mine would be like, I already know, like mine's literally just to get in like a RV or something and just like road trip across the US.
really?
Yeah. Like those camper vans.
That would be pretty cool. That'd be fun. I would do that if
But I would want to build it first and then do it.
build the truck, build the van.
Like, yeah, those camper vans, like build it out to how you would want it. And then you would literally just like for a year drive across the US and go like check out every single site.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people do that in old school buses, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend was
I just don't know. The only thing I don't know if I could do is like not having like a full shower somewhere, you know?
Yeah. I want to do that eventually across Canada for like 2 weeks, but like no longer than that.
Yeah, I'd want to do West Coast California up to BC,
Yeah.
like up just
That'd be
off the
cool.
West Coast
Yeah.
side, and maybe maybe a bit
cool.
of Denver and everything,
That's what
or Colorado.
That's
but
what Ian said, because I was like, oh, we should drive from where we live to BC. And Ian was
fucking
like,
prairie land.
90% of that is so boring. It's a waste of time. You need to like
Yeah.
fly there and then drive in like the nice areas. Yeah. I don't know. I want to go live in Australia for like minimum a month.
Yeah.
Probably longer, you know? Like I want to go like stay there and be there and like actually live there. I've never been, so I probably should visit before I decide that. But since
A month is not long.
no,
is a
that's true.
business.
Listen, ideally, like since when I was younger, I used to always talk about like going to university there or doing like whatever young girls do, you know what I mean? Go live there for a year, but I didn't do it. And I still want to have the opportunity to like go and live there for like 2 months, 6 months, whatever. But like, I'd have to convince my husband to come with me. So
I don't think he would fight that.
no, I don't think so. He's pretty easygoing.
Okay, mine would be to start my own brand separate from myself. Like have my own business that's not Chris Bumstead, and like be control of the content, the branding, the creation of it all, and just like deciding it. Like I work for a lot of companies right now and they're all really fucking good, but like when they tell you to do stuff, always gonna be something you don't want to do or you think is just stupid and you just have to do it. And I'm just like, I don't want to do my shit that way. And like learning from being part of other companies,
Yeah.
I want to have my own that's just in control of like everything.
Yeah.
That's something I've dreamed of for a long time. Haven't done, will be doing soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can hire me and I can quit my job.
I thought you were starting your own thing with Ian.
Oh, well, I'm obvious.
There's multiple jobs you can do, Chris.
Yeah.
Fair
Thank
enough.
you. I also feel like I have like a very similar vision to you in terms of like
Style.
swag.
And,
You know? Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. My question. Oh, okay, sorry. It said it's too long to fit in the thing. It was a DM. Um, Most people, especially in this industry, don't display any raw emotions, and your whole family does. Y'all seem to not be afraid of crying on camera and being completely real with people. Why do you think that is?
Why?
I think they're more asking like why all three of us have now become like raw emotional criers on camera. You know what I mean? When like it's so uncommon and now there's like one family that they're all like that.
Well, I mean, we were raised together. We were raised to be very open about our emotions and
Mm-hmm.
communicate them and not be ashamed of how we felt. And
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to cry and all that shit. So I think, of course, we're going to be similar.
But
And then
don't
we're
you
also going to attract similar people.
yes, law of attraction. But don't you think I would argue that a lot of people were probably raised that way too. But that doesn't mean that you like show it to like the public. You know what I mean? There's one thing to like be like that with like your close circle and your family and your friends, and there's another thing to like do this.
I don't know.
I think you guys are just comfortable with who you guys are, though, too. At the same time,
That's my
you
answer.
know.
Yeah.
I don't really like, I don't feel ashamed of anything, or not even ashamed.
Yeah.
That's a pretty deep word. I don't feel like I have to to hide things. Like I don't think anything negative is going to come of me sharing real emotions. So like, why would I not? Almost.
I think we have a subtle, we have good and bad parts of us, but I think a good part of us is we understand the world and people are not all so different.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, we're not the only ones who feel this way.
Yeah.
So why would I be afraid to show it if I believe that so many other people feel like this too?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I share anything, if I'm like crying or talking something I'm scared of, I believe in it. And I believe a lot of people feel like that. And when I personally watch other people who talk about like a competitor or something, who are like, I had no doubt in myself. I knew from day one I was going to be Mr. Olympia, all this shit. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, wow, I admire that so much. But like, you can't relate
Yeah.
because it's probably not true.
Yeah.
At least maybe it is true. And I just can't relate to it. But personally, because I can't relate, I would rather just be honest about
Mm-hmm.
how I feel. If people relate, they do, they don't.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I think too, you get like positive feedback and it just makes you keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think it's just like you said, from you guys sharing that experience, like you said, you get the positive feedback, but you're also like helping that person that wants to be able to share those things, but necessarily doesn't. So now they have the courage to do the same, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It also just makes you feel lighter, for me at least. I
Yeah.
learned like many years ago that like releasing things that I want to say or that I'm feeling makes me feel a lot less anxious. There will be a lot less things on my mind. Like
Yeah.
I sleep better, all these things. And I learned that a long time ago when I was probably in my early 20s. So
I'm like just learning that now.
That's slowly learning.
that's
Slowly.
I mean, that's still very young to learn that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people in this world that are in their like 50s and 60s and are just learning that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I said like it also comes down to like being in. I think people get embarrassed too if they show certain things, and at the same time, I'm learning. I really just don't really care what other people think.
Mhm.
So I feel like the moment you can literally get to that point where you don't care about that, you don't care about being embarrassed. Like that's when you can like truly start like living.
For sure. Yeah. You can't give a fuck what you do always a little bit, but like when you, like you said, start to learn that no one else fucking matters.
Well, there are also like certain people's opinions that actually don't matter.
No,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Like your family and close group are the only ones that you like take into consideration, and everyone else is just like, I'm not gonna talk to you, or I could not see you again. Like it won't even matter, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's another big thing with our group is we have a lot of people whose opinions we really respect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like because I respect Matt's and yours and Ian's and everyone's opinions so much, it's like if you tell me something, I respect yours. Okay, I believe you. If you tell me I'm a piece of shit, I would probably be a piece of shit. Vice versa. But someone else does contradicts what you say, I'm like, well, I respect theirs and not yours. It's that different you can at least have, where some people might not have a lot of people like that in their life.
Well, and that's like the whole inner circle, I think, it's all based on respect. Like we can have people that we hang out with and that we like and that we have fun with, but like the inner circle of people that you confide in and that you like truly like love, you know what I mean, are people that you respect and trust. So like at that point, if even Matt, if you're gonna have something to say to me that like I might have done something wrong or that I could do something different or this is what I think you should do, I trust and respect you enough to like value that.
Yeah.
And like if you don't have people around you like that, like there's like almost too much noise and things become confusing.
You need the constant variable, you know, like someone that's always right. And then if you don't even have that one or a couple of people, then it's just everyone in the world's opinion that all weigh the same. And you're like, okay, whose opinion do I trust?
Well, yeah, and how many infinite amounts of different opinions and different people and different perspectives. So,
and I think at the same time, like you also have to like closely evaluate who like your friend group is, because like I kind of did some like inventory of like certain things back there. Like you heard like those quotes of like your 5 closest friends, like that's who you basically are made up of. So like if you don't like who you are, you have to like look at other surroundings around you. And I think I kind of did like an inventory of that, and I was kind of like, all right, well, I can still be friends with you, but I'm not like as close as I once was, you know?
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Fuck them all. Fuck the man them. Heavy shit, man.
You talk like that? I thought you were like Nathan Diasha.
He probably looks Instagram.
I thought he sounded like a bit Indian, to be honest.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's gonna be grimy. You just think everything's Indian.
Maybe that's because my accents are always Indian.
A quick one, just because I wanted to answer.
Phil.
Brandon. Brandon or Phil?
Phil.
Yeah, easy question. Next. No, for real. I hope he sweeps the floor. Another quick one to get this out of the way. Tees coming soon. Love the logo. If we got to post this logo on the actual page too, but we have the official.
We took a while to land on this logo, but we really cared about it being cool. Like we wanted this to be.
We went through like
multiple artists to make a logo just for the podcast. Paradise on Fire logo. We wanted to look cool, kind of artsy, drawn sketch. So finally got it. I was on my story. We're gonna post it on the page. The question if tees are coming soon. They've already been ordered. They're on the way.
Yep.
So get fucking ready.
Yeah, we got like 3 different logos that we had made, and we didn't like them, and we kept going to different ones.
Christopher went bananas with the colors at the end. I was like,
Chris hates. What color do you hate?
The orange, was it orangey?
No, it was you thought it was
no green. No, he said something about green. He had like a green tint. He's like, get rid of the green.
I put it in my own Lightroom app and I just went to green and I was like 0 saturation of the green, get rid of it all. And I was like, see, this is what it should look like.
Oh, that was great. That took like probably 3 days for us to get through that. But that's okay. We made it.
But it looks good now, right?
We made it. We're on the other side.
It would look shitty if it was like orangey, greeny, yellow on the t-shirt.
No, it came out good.
What's the biggest misconception people have on the sport? Oh my God.
That it's all drugs and not hard work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah, that is for sure easy.
It's always whenever people come in, like I have a good amount of friends who aren't in bodybuilding, and when I meet friends and friends of their friends and shit, the more I go through it, it's always like they'll always ask me something like, so like you just look like this because you take steroids, right? Like they'll ask me that to my face, and they're not even meaning to be mean because it's just that misconception. That's all it is.
Yeah,
that's just all that matters. People comment on my shit like I'll be like talking about like training back and trying to get my back better and like something I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, more like just taking more steroids. That's every comment. Mm-hmm. Which is or that you're into it for like the sponsors. Like the first question is always like, how do I get sponsored by Gymshark?
Oh my God. That's a joke. Don't if you want to make money.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a woman.
Do not compete if you want to be rich.
Oh. Okay, well, that's a good answer, Matt, because I wouldn't have even thought of that. And I feel like now that you said it, that's just like easily the answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, maybe I'll look at mine because you didn't really.
If you had to pick 3 people, dead or alive, who would you get dinner with?
Jesus.
3 people? Okay, let's choose one each because this is too many. Who would I get dinner with? But like,
And if I was doing like,
I would want to get
if I was
dinner.
doing like 3, it would probably be like if you did 3, like past and present, like I would probably do like my dad, grandpa, and great grandpa. But if it was like, or I mean, this is a stupid one. If it was like, I don't know, I always go towards The Rock, but he's been like whatever lately.
He's not dead though.
No, I said dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Oh, dead or alive.
I don't.
I feel like Bill Murray would be a good one.
Don't worry.
See, I don't.
Such
really,
an American thing to say.
Yeah, I don't really have like any people that like I can't access that I'm like dying to talk to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which might be stupid, but like maybe grandpa.
I was gonna say grandpa.
I
feel like
he'd be a very fascinating man to, and he passed away when we were really young. Like we were really, really young. And I think he'd be like a really interesting and fun person to talk to when you're older.
Yeah.
That's our mom's dad.
Yeah. That's literally the first thing that came into my mind. Or even grandma. Yeah. Nanny. Just because I was so young with all of them, I didn't really have real.
Yeah.
It was just like a little child relationship.
Yeah, Nanny is actually really fucking funny too. I have one that's for a girl, sorry. Do you have to get implants in order to be successful as a competitor? What do you guys think?
Successful? No. Win the Olympia? I would say so.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think so?
I think to win the Olympia, yes.
Nicole Wilkins won the
but I don't
Olympia
think
without implants.
10 years ago.
Yeah, but does Sid doesn't have implants? I really don't think she does.
If we're talking, I'm thinking more bikini.
Yeah, I jumped.
Like general.
I mean, it's interesting, but 2 of the girls in the top 5 last year did not have implants. I know that for sure.
It also depends
Well,
on if you have enough boob to shove into the shows.
I had this conversation with Ian yesterday when this came in, and I think 100 depends on your body. You know what I mean? Like for me, if I didn't have when I didn't have implants, it looked really bad. Like I'm a very broad, large girl, and like I lost every ounce of fat in my boobs. Like it was gross. So like it depends on your body.
Yeah.
And I also think you should never get implants for that reason. You know what I mean? Like get them because you want them and like
I mean if that makes you want them. If you are really successful and that is kind of holding you back and you've been told like you don't have to, but it would definitely help and that excites you and you want to do that, like for sure.
But
like
make sure that it's like but you have to still make sure that it's like 100% what you want, because I've had so many girls that have literally gotten them for competing and then like they're done competing within a year and they're like, oh, I didn't really need these. Like
I agree with you, but you still have to want them. Like don't have someone say you'll be better if you have them and then you're like, oh, but I don't really want them, but I want to be better. No, don't want to be better or successful, want to get implants.
And accept that if you get them and are still shitty, you are going to be okay.
Yep.
Exactly. Like, oh, I'm getting my boobs. Like, no, before getting them, be like, if I get these boobs and I suck as a competitor and I never turn pro even or anything, you be okay with your decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get ab implants.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Our first ever bodybuilding show. First ever show we'd ever competed. A couple. It was 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Man and a woman both had
husband and wife
ab implants. And it was so bad. They were like uneven and like were these like weird things in their stomach.
They were like little rectangles.
Yeah, like not even like a good 6-pack, just weird like hanging. It looked like they just stuff in there. Like
like a chocolate bar.
Like a shitty chocolate.
Yeah, very deep though.
It was
like the dairy milks that have like the huge ridges, you know what I mean? And they were thin and long rectangles.
It was bad.
I actually had a question that said who started competing first, me or you?
Same time.
Yeah, we did the same show together.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't even know that.
We have
Really?
I knew it was like the same year. I didn't know it was the same show.
exact same show.
Yeah, we both took the overall. Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, we both
Yeah,
won
we
the
both-
overall. Christopher in bodybuilding.
Yeah, 19-year-old bodybuilder.
Yeah, when he youngest in the show too.
Who is the other? Wasn't it top three? It was like you, Regan, and who was the other?
That was nationals. Oh, the year after.
Yeah, but Ian never. I
The-
mean,
Cody Jobot.
Yeah.
Yeah, nationals 2 years later was me first, Regan second, Cody Jobot third. Fucking insane.
And when did Danny beat you?
Who?
Danny Yunan? Didn't he beat you at one?
No? Khalid Chikuli beat me.
oh,
They say-
Khalid.
Khalid beat me in men.
Oh, okay.
When I was
Danny.
I think. That's throw my age in there to
To justify it.
Yeah.
He's only 21 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how old he was. Though.
Christopher never won nationals. Did you win nationals as a junior?
Yeah.
You did, right?
And then I didn't do it the next year, even though I was young enough.
Yeah. I remember.
I did North Americans.
Yeah.
You get Mil- Oh, God. I don't think they'll be able to see it.
Oh, should I try? They can
Oh,
see
yeah.
it easily.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Look at how scary I
Wow.
look. Christopher, your face doesn't even look like yourself.
I know.
What the hell?
Oh.
If you guys aren't on YouTube, we're going to post this on the Instagram page
Oh my god.
next week so you guys can see this picture.
It's scary. Ew, I don't want to look at it.
All right, I have another one because I'm curious for Ian. How much do you spend on groceries?
Oh god.
Ooh.
Mine's been a lot more because he's making me eat all organic.
I know. That's very important for you,
That's-
he says though.
Everything's got to be organic pretty much. And it is Canada meat is already expensive.
Are you going to Whole Foods for that? I meant to ask you.
No, I haven't yet.
Where are you
I'm-
going?
Sobeys had like
Okay.
some. They were sold out the other day.
Yeah.
But I felt like I went in and I normally spend $90 and I go in like twice a week or something.
Yeah.
I went and spent like $180 and then had to go back 2 days later and spend 120. So it was almost like 300 a week.
So I would guess Ian's around like 400 a week.
I think we spend, but that feeds me too, because Ian
Yeah.
throws my food in there, probably doesn't even notice. I think it's about $1,200 a month.
Yeah, mine's like 900 probably now.
Yeah.
It was less
And
before.
Ian doesn't eat organic or grass-fed
Yeah.
food or anything. The only thing that he's like crazy about is the eggs. They have to be like free run, whatever. But
Omega free range.
yeah, whatever the heck. But no, I would say 400 a week is probably pretty accurate. What about you?
I mean,
You
mine's
just
probably
spend it all on ice cream.
mine's all on ice cream. But I wait for the Ben and Jerry's sale and I stock up on 10 or 12 of them.
Yes, that's smart.
Yeah. But no, I get mine's probably like 150 sometimes. Because usually I'll split it up. Yeah. Yeah, no, not a month. But yeah, a week. Probably between 100 and 150, depending
That's
on
so
what I'm getting.
cheap. That's so cheap.
He's living in America too.
Yeah, the
I mean,
food-
I get my chicken is like $1.79 to $1.99 a pound.
Ours is like
Like yours is like crazy.
ours is like
we need to
$7
move.
a
We're
pound.
moving.
Yeah, ours isn't that bad.
Yeah, if the gyms close again, do we just move to fucking Vegas for prep or something?
We're gonna have to. You guys, sorry, but I feel like I said this to Ian. I was like, I understand that you can do it, but you're not prepping for the Olympia
in a basement.
in a home gym. Come on.
No, 100% not.
No.
I mean, we have enough resources for gyms.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Oh fuck, yeah, it would suck.
We'll figure it out.
Somewhere we can drive so I can have my truck.
Yeah, seriously.
What
What were you guys like in high school or college?
Chad. Just kidding.
Pretty definite, Chad. You were.
I wasn't there actually Chad. I was hanging out with a lot of Chads. I don't know. College, I was a party animal for sure.
Yeah.
My house threw a lot of parties. I drank like 3 times a week, went to the bars. We're just like regulars all the time out. Sunday night was like one place with live music. Thursday night was Cheers, like $3 Jaeger bombs. Saturday was the Dome, like this.
That's because you
Dirty
were
D
in,
Club,
yeah,
like,
you were
I was in like a party school.
university town,
Yeah,
basically.
it was like
right?
a town with only old people who were retired, and then the rest of the population was like the university students.
Yeah, the economy is driven
Yeah,
by
yeah.
university students partying.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So it was,
Yeah.
and I didn't study enough, but I was passing all my classes until I dropped out. So that's good, I guess.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You didn't need to study. Look at you now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool kids.
Did you go to college, Matt?
You did, yeah.
Yeah. I went to, I mean, I would say high school, I played football, but at the same time, I was like that in between. So like I would hang out with like the football side, but also would hang out like with whoever. It didn't really matter to me. So it was an in between group. And then college, I went to Rutgers. I graduated actually in 3.5 years because I did like internships over the summer. But I mean, I didn't party a ton, but we would do more like house parties and anything. We didn't go to like frat parties. I wasn't in a frat or anything. It was just we were more of just that chill group, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like I hate because I get where I went for Rutgers. I mean, most college bars are like this, but like Rutgers specifically, I can't stand when you're like shoulder to shoulder with people everywhere. Like it just, I get so annoyed by it. So I would always just do whatever I could to not go to that bar, you know.
Yeah. That's where I went 3 times a week, just like
Yeah,
screaming.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
just fucking Jaeger bomb after Jaeger bomb.
yeah. Like there's some places that are like down the shore that are like that, and I like you have to be like obliterated before you even go in to
Oh,
like have
for
any
sure.
kind of a good time. Yeah.
I still remember when I started taking bodybuilding more serious and I still lived out there. I went in a few times sober and I actually didn't even recognize the bar I was in. I was like, I've been coming here
Yeah.
for 3 years and this is like disgusting and like sewage. I'm always wasted.
Yeah,
by the
but
time
when
I
you're
show up.
drunk, everything's very like
You just don't
it's like
care.
rose
Oh, you don't care.
glasses. You're just like
You don't even notice. It's just
even
Yeah.
at minus 40 outside in Canada, you'll like I remember like just being like
chilling.
in a dress, like no jacket, waiting for the bus. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like never mind, different topic. But what kind of person were you in high school? No one will expect this.
I was very, very quiet, very studious, nerdy. I don't know. I wouldn't say nerdy, but I was just a very quiet person, and I didn't really have much of a social life.
I mean, I was kind of the same though. I didn't like go out like that like crazy. I was always like the friend that you were friends enough with the people, but like you didn't always like want to go hang out like, you know.
I wasn't friends. You know what I mean? Like I remember sitting. This was probably like grade 9, 10. Like when I got a bit older, 11, 12, it was different. But I remember like sitting at my locker playing Tetris on my flip phone, and like everyone hung out in the lobby. Like that's where like everyone went to like socialize, and I would just like sit by myself at my locker and like play Tetris because I probably a little bit of social anxiety, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like would never cross the barrier into the lobby to like talk to people, and
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I had a group of friends that were really nice, and like my one friend Nathan would always come sit beside me by my locker and be like, "Hey, how are you?" But like I was still like very like I don't know. I definitely had social anxiety at the beginning of my high school career. And then I started drinking alcohol in grade 12, and that helped.
Broke the barrier.
Yeah.
It's kind of really bad, but like that is like sometimes how you have to make friends. Not have to. If you have
Yeah, no, I agree.
I learned a lot from like partying and being more social by drinking, and like I can now I'm fine sober all the time, and I'm a very competent person, but like I don't know if when I was younger I could have really like gone to parties in high school sober and like felt comfortable and met people. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I was too anxious.
That's how I mean, my freshman year I didn't really drink at all in college because I was like the same way. Yeah, I didn't drink at all.
It's usually the opposite in college.
Well, I had like I think when I went to college I had more like that social anxiety there. And then so I just kind of like stuck with myself, did my studying and everything. And then as like you said, you start going out to it's the house parties and stuff, you would start drinking a little bit, get a little bit more like whatever. But it definitely helped, like you said, in that party environment to kind of open up a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, there's a balance for everything. And like there's a reason why kids do shit like that at that age and like find themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has
Like I'm not someone who's like into frats and everything, but I do think to some extent, like if you're just trying to like get a friend group or something like that, I do think frats are good for that kind of purpose. If you're like lost, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Just as long as you pick the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
values. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for me when I moved to school not knowing anyone, it was just like day one, I knew one person there, had no other friends, and it was just like walk to the liquor store, grab a case of beer, and then you come back and then people are walking around, and then they stop, chat, you get more drinks, like, oh, like, yeah, stop by our room tonight for this.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're wasted. And like that night I met Eddie. I'm pretty sure like my first night ever, and we were both wasted. And he's like, what the fuck, you're so big, and he would like punch me and shit, and he'd be like, let's go walk around campus and like fight people, like not actually, but just like punch this asshole.
Yeah.
And it was just a funny moment we shared drunk, and then after that we were just like best
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice when you go to small town like Kingston. Queen's University is kind of like that. Like it's almost just like you're a similar age, you go to the same university as me, okay, we can hang out and be friends, you know? Whereas like Ottawa universities are not like that at all.
No.
I mean, I had these two people. We had a very small door. It was like old army barracks for dorms that we had. So it was only one floor. There was no air, no nothing. It was always so hot in them. But you'd move in September. It was still 100 degrees. It was 110 degrees in the dorm. But my like next door over were the two people I became friends with. But when I first got there, they would always dress in like button-up shirts, sometimes ties, this and that, and they would always go around like just screaming and laughing and this, like obnoxiously loud. And it's like all I would hear was just like everything being knocked over in this dorm next to me, and they would be just screaming and laughing, and like they were having tickle fights. And I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And yeah, dude, it was the weirdest thing. Yeah, they were just like weird. I don't know, like. But they would, and we got to the point where they always wore these like suits to class, and they had like this. It was called like the Rutgers Daily Targum, and someone like literally wrote in there, "These two fucking assholes that dress like up like this and go to this class." They like became known as those two guys that would do that.
Oh,
their
that's
identity.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Did you guys have Yik Yak or whatever? Yak Yak?
Yeah, we had Yik Yak. I think they were definitely on there too.
It's like a page where you just post statuses anonymously.
Yeah.
And it's based on your location. So when you're at school, it picks like a 5-kilometer radius, and everyone gets it put into the same like wall, like Facebook, and you post anonymous statuses. Oh. So we were sitting in the caf at like the big Sheriff Hall, 500 people in there, and people would be like, that cute girl in the blonde dress, I hope she looks at me. Or in the blue dress with the flowers on, I hope she looks at me. No one wears dresses.
That's
like
so cute.
It was cute until you start targeting people and bullying people.
Oh.
Like it got fucking rude.
It lasted about a year where we were like, where
Rutgers. I don't even think it lasted a year for us, because people were like destroyed. I got called out a lot because like, I remember I pulled up with mom, but I remember the first time I walked into school, I was 19. I took 1 year off after high school. I was 250 pounds, just competed 2 weeks before, so I was looking like tan. I had a man bun and like a subtle beard, and I'm walking into residence first year and just like wearing a tank top, like 250 jack. And parents were just like, look, and I was carrying a case of beer. The first thing I carried in was like beer. Parents were, and I was the only one legal enough to drink because everyone else was 18.
Yeah.
People were just looking like, what the fuck? But I remember my mom being like, hearing people say, stay away from that guy, like to their girls or something like that. And later on, when we got drunk and I was talking to my friends, there was like, I remember with one girl, I was good friends with Julia. She was like, yeah, when I pulled up, my mom saw you. She was like, just watch out for that guy. He looks scary.
Oh my God.
That's just code word. Scary is a mom's code word for that's a fuckboy. Don't.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they were like, yeah, I was a nice guy by the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's pretty funny. All right, I think Melissa has to get out of here, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a haircut, and I haven't cut my hair in like 18 months. So
18 months?
I'm serious. The last time I cut my hair was after the Arnold.
Really?
So March of 2019.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a while ago.
And my hair was literally this long when I took my extensions out after the Arnold. Yeah.
Jesus.
But this is all dead now, so I'm probably
all dead?
I mean, I feel like it's in really bad shape.
What does it matter though if it looks fine?
I don't know. We'll see what she does, but I might have no hair tomorrow.
Just tell her not to cut it all off.
Yeah, we'll see. Girls know when they say that to hairdressers. Sometimes it just
guys barbers
anyways.
too. I'm like, just trim the sides, nothing off the top. Oh, I just gotta thin it out a little bit. Let me shape it, and then my hair's short.
And then you're bald. You're like, okay, thank you.
Yep. But yeah, anyways, Melissa's gotta go get bougie because she's been locked in quarantine, so time to pamper herself.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you. But again, thanks for listening. I never know how to finish these things, so peace out.
Bye.